I can't do it with you guys doing it.
Okay, sorry.
Welcome back to Rant. We're here back for episode 2, and I've got some really... Oh, I said that last time in the same exact tone. I've got some cool guests again, because we only have cool guests on Rant. Okay, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we'll talk about how we know each other and the topic of today's podcast.
Okay. I'm Lauren Marisco.
I'm Allie Mann.
I'm a senior, and I'm a psychology major with a criminology minor.
I am a biomedical sciences major concentrating in anatomy and physiology with a minor in general sociology.
Gorgeous. Oh my God. Okay. And the reason we know each other is kind of unique.
Kind of crazy.
Kind of fun. We studied abroad together, which is crazy. A year ago. Which
That's crazy.
Feel like
I can't even believe
at
it.
all. So we studied abroad in England, in Leicester.
At University of Leicester.
University of Leicester.
Leicester.
It was quite the I had a great time. But
So did I.
Leicester as a whole, quite the experience.
Interesting. Very
So
different.
It was about an hour train ride, 2-hour bus ride outside of London, north of London.
Mm-hmm.
Great location. I loved it.
It was gorgeous.
I thought it was great. But can we start from the beginning on the fact that we didn't know each other at all?
Okay, true.
Oh,
Okay,
And
yeah.
we,
So-
just went and we
Yeah.
decided to room together. We didn't know each other.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
First
we-
night, quite literally slept in Shelby's bed.
Yeah, so we met once at the meeting in November. So we all left in January. We met once in the meeting for all study abroad, and we were the only 3 going to Leicester. So we got to hang out and meet each other, and we all got each other's Snapchats, started a group chat immediately. And then Allie and I figured out, so I'm from Orange County, she's from LA, and so we were like, oh my gosh, let's fly there together.
Hell yeah.
Literally only the second time I'd met Allie. we were on a 10-hour flight together,
Ugh, that
and it was great. I mean, I had
the
it
bus.
made me so much
Sorry.
less nervous to go.
I felt a lot
More
better. Yeah, because
Yeah.
obviously going international my first time by myself.
Same.
That was my first time too, and I just totally sent it.
Yeah.
But it went out it was the best scenario. I had no issues. It was fine. So I can't.
Agreed.
That was
That
weird
coffee
too,
shop.
adjusting to the time change.
The time change.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't have as much of both ways, going there and coming back. I wasn't as affected as I thought I would have been.
No,
Really?
same. I think
Coming
after-
home felt like nothing. I don't know. I was totally fine.
I don't remember having issues coming home. I remember there being a little off. I think the first night I woke up at 3:30 in the morning though, on the way home when I came back. But
Yeah.
Not my experience.
Allie had some trouble.
When I came back home to the U.S., I woke up at 3 a.m. for a week, and the first
That's
night I woke
insane.
up,
I
I
only did that for
cut my hair
Oh yeah.
6 inches. Terrible idea, but it was 4 a.m.
True.
And you were like, I'm doing it.
It was the impulse. Your guys' room had that huge bay window.
Yes.
That was
Best
gorgeous.
window
You had
ever.
such a good view
Like, I
over
should
the
insert a
grass
photo.
lawn. I know.
Yes.
You should.
right here.
Because
Because
it was-
that was the best window I've ever had.
I love the natural light.
My now
please.
recent obsession with bay windows ever since England.
Yes. Then we had the student orientation,
yeah.
and that's where we started.
And we
meeting.
met our 2 other friends, Cassidy and Caroline.
It's like-
and they go to University of Kentucky.
Oh, Kansas.
Kansas.
Boom.
Kansas.
One of the K ones.
One of the cases. Kansas. But yeah, we kind of just hit it off with them. And
They were cool.
They were really cool.
So
also,
sweet.
we were just anyone from the U.S. Let's talk.
We did. We all kind of clicked, I feel like. But
Yeah.
the one thing I was telling Allie earlier that was really funny with them is they were thought that we were all had known each other. We're
Yeah.
we only
We
know
had known each other for
as best
a
as
week.
you know us.
I don't think I've ever had anyone where I've had just beautiful silence time. Not awkward, not
so quickly.
anything. It was just, you can sit in silence with each other and just be there with these 2.
Oh my gosh, that's what I think I
so
appreciate
quick.
so much because it's that's a no energy friendship. You don't have to have a
Yes.
social battery. We could just
Yeah.
exist.
And I feel like we were all on the same page of how we wanted to travel, what we wanted to do, how we wanted to live, in Leicester. We were all just we clicked.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Great.
It's great.
It was
perfect.
kind of freaky.
It was like what? We were just so comfortable with each other from the get-go, which was perfect.
It
Like
was
I
meant
couldn't
to
imagine
be.
it like
No.
struggling.
It was like family immediately though. Like,
yeah.
we had like
Yeah.
just hung on to each other and we're like, okay, we are
Yeah.
each other's support system.
And like having that, like obviously being that far away from family and school and friends, you just like, it wasn't like clinging on, but it kind of was. But it was also just
like a
we worked.
Yeah, we just we just worked.
It worked.
I feel like
And-
especially with all three of us being from CSU, it was still just
Yeah.
like it was that extra factor. Like, yeah, we're all Americans.
Yeah. But we also go to
Yeah.
the same school.
But
Yeah.
I honestly don't know that like if I didn't have the relationship that I had with you guys over there, how much I would have enjoyed my
Enjoyed it.
experience over
Yeah.
there.
It really
Because-
helped.
I do think it was crazy that there was a club in the student union.
There was a club. Let's talk about school because
Yeah.
like the school part was crazy. Yeah, there was a club. So what you think of, our student center, they have one. There was a club in there.
Like a full out,
Full club.
Like if the
Club.
LSC had a club.
like with
Yeah.
a bar.
yeah,
Yeah.
full club.
Also, they only do school for 10 weeks, which we got out in the end of March.
Yeah, so we were done with school we're done with classes by the end of March.
Yes.
And then finals, like you have 2 months to have a final.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? The last
It was like
2
we got
weeks
all of
May.
April off, and then it was
First week of May.
May. I think because my exams were in the first 2 weeks of May,
Okay.
and then I
depended on like what
skedaddled.
your
Yeah.
major
Yeah.
was.
But it was like May to mid June, I think it was.
Yeah, you could be scheduled. But like all of my classes just had papers. So as soon as I was done with school, all I had to do was finish the papers and then I was done.
on our little round trip, like I remember we were
Yeah.
working. I was working
Yeah.
on final papers.
Yeah, we
And
were
stuff. Like,
on the
I didn't
train
have a-
working.
Yeah, I never took an actual test. I only wrote papers, but they use Harvard style, and I never wrote in that way before.
I was just like, hey, two
Yeah.
of my professors were from the U.S. I'm like, why
One
am
of
I
mine
here?
was.
I had
Yeah.
four classes.
Yeah, 4 because I had 1.
You had 2.
Had to.
But
Yeah,
they were
that's
double
crazy.
credit.
Yeah.
But I was on campus Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I had
Twice a
Thursdays
week.
off, but I had 1 a day, and they were 3 hours though.
Some-
But you have 4 classes once a
Yeah.
week, but they're 3 hours.
My lectures were an hour.
Oh, well, you had double.
But you had
Ish.
like something
And
else,
lab.
though.
Didn't you have lab?
I had labs. There were like 3 labs the whole semester, and then there were like 3
Okay, so I
3
was had a really
recitations.
easy time.
Yeah,
I had
so
a
that was
easy
different
time.
than
I got it.
Shelby and I. No,
There
it
was
wasn't.
no
Grading
homework.
scale.
No
So
homework.
all your grading is based on your final.
Yeah, that was
That was
scary.
your
or
only
test.
grade. That's like the only scary part.
Yeah.
Like if you like the little silly work that we get in the U.S., like
To boot
you boost your grade up a
boost
little
your
bit.
little
grade.
buffer.
Yeah, a little
There
buffer
we
just
go.
in case you do bad.
Yeah.
Like that, you do not get that there. All your knowledge is from that one paper, which is just crazy.
But we also had a week off in February.
Which random.
Reading week?
Not like
Reading
our,
week.
our reading week.
Like we literally did nothing. You might have class, but most professors were like, no, it's just a
Like, I
catch-up
just
week,
skipped.
pretty much. Which for what?
I think I actually had
You
an
don't have
exam that
homework?
week.
You did.
Yeah,
I was-
Because you
you
took
took
it in Amsterdam. Yeah, so that week
remember.
we went to Brussels, Belgium, and then Amsterdam, Netherlands.
I
And
loved Brussels Hostel.
it was a great week. That was our first
Mhm. That was beautiful.
like we had done one. It wasn't even a weekend. It was literally Saturday and Sunday in London, and then we had done the weekend in Liverpool and Manchester,
That was fun.
and that was it, right?
Croissant.
Oh yeah, you
Sorry.
guys got the croissant.
It needed a mention.
That was probably our craziest Airbnb stay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
But that was cool. That because that was the Beatles and like
Yes.
going under
And
Oh, that
the
performance.
pizza.
Oh, that pizza.
oh, I love this. This is so funny. The pizza was insane. I
Mouth
literally
is
went back there with
watering.
my dad when we
I'm
went to
so
Liverpool.
jealous.
What
Got the
yours
pizza
was
that
crazy.
you got.
Yeah, what was
When I
it?
went.
It was like a sweet potato.
pizza.
That's like my dream.
Sounds
sounds
okay. It
so bad,
sounds
but
weird,
it's
but
And then Brussels was after that, right?
Brussels and Amsterdam were really smooth.
That was real smooth. We got so much
Allie
chocolate.
is a chocolate fiend.
mm.
you had-
Chocolate fiend.
What else did we do there? We walked
We
around
walked
a lot.
a lot. Brussels is so walkable that it was just like,
Amazing.
oh, we don't have anything planned.
Let's just
walk.
walk. And I loved it.
That
like,
plaza.
The plaza, the like, wow.
That was
The
probably one of my
waffles,
favorites. Oh my god! I see that photo, and it makes me so happy. Like, I need to go back for that. I hadn't had a waffle like that in years. Like, you guys had a lot of food with me that I haven't had in like years, which I was like,
Glad
so
to do
good.
the honors.
And then Amsterdam. So I was like,
Oh,
what are you trying to
Amsterdam!
say?
I liked Amsterdam.
Amsterdam was really cool. We walked
Like
a
the
lot.
canals.
Gorgeous.
That was so pretty.
It was
moved there.
surreal.
That was like the first place we'd went to. I was like, I'd move here. And then went back to school in March. March was pretty tame. Yeah. And then Lauren and I went to France,
Switzerland.
French Alps, Switzerland, and then Italy. And we had a great time. That was
I-
all really smooth.
Think about this. It's Easter weekend this weekend.
Mhm.
We were in Switzerland on Easter. We went to
Yeah,
like
we
that
went
was
to church
crazy. Yeah, we went to
in
that church.
Switzerland.
We got the bunnies,
Got the bunnies. I think
Um,
about them all the time.
and then our hostel was great in Italy.
Hostel.
And every day we'd have what's it called, gelato.
Yeah, we had gelato
Obviously.
every night.
You
We
have
were there
to.
for 5 nights, I think.
Yeah, like a
We had
while
gelato every night.
every night.
Yeah, we had a 2-week trip.
I feel like I saw a video like on.
We didn't do laundry. Like, how did I pack? Wow.
I know.
I like now can't even pack for a week at home in that same bag. I'm like, what did I do
You were
differently?
the most efficient packer I've ever seen. Actually, Shelby is the most
That's
efficient
insane because
packer.
everyone else would say that I'm not.
Well, okay, you can show this to your family at home. She was actually really good.
God.
Like, you would fit stuff. You as well. You both. Because you would
Fit
come with just a
stuff in the
bag.
bag.
We're like, where did you?
Yeah.
Where are your things?
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
No,
uh-huh.
you guys were both really good packers. Where did you go?
Yeah, Allie took a solo trip. I wanted you to talk about that.
Yeah, so
Sorry, I have to take
You
my
had some
boss
things go
real
wrong too.
quick.
That was fine. So you could talk about that.
okay, so as we got the whole the paper off, I was gone traveling the entire month. Out of a singular my school backpack, actually, my singular one backpack with my 2 pairs of pants and 3 shirts. But I actually met up with another friend who was traveling abroad. I met up with her and I traveled for 2 weeks with her, and so from that I hit Brussels and Netherlands again. Belgium and Netherlands again, and then we went to Ireland, Scotland, and then down to Spain, which is where that friend was studying. And after Spain, that was when my solo travel for the next 2 weeks began. There were
Rated out of 10.
my
Yeah.
solo travel.
Would you do it again?
Would you do it again?
I am glad I did it, and I wouldn't not do that.
Okay.
Like, if I went back in time, I would have done it again. But I don't think I would solo travel again. I also would have planned it a lot differently than I did.
That's a good learning experience,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, because the way that I had planned, because you guys spent a lot of nights at the same place. Most of the places I
you were
spent
moving.
one night. I think I would have preferred to do it in hindsight how you guys had planned it, like with more days to actually enjoy, because I was lugging my backpack everywhere. I was very much a tourist. But I mean, I'm grateful I was able to see a whole bunch of stuff and I got to meet a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. Okay. I have to bring something out, guys.
Did you bring it?
No way.
Oh my gosh.
No, you
Aw.
didn't.
Wait, guys, Shelby, it's your journal.
Oh
Shelby
my
was
God.
the queen at journaling. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
I don't even know.
Okay, but seriously, highly, like, this is the best thing I've ever done.
She had everyone involved too.
Yeah.
They were getting me
Whatever.
any receipt they had, any coaster, any napkin, any
To-go bags, coffee,
bag,
ripped
like,
logos off of
Yes.
literally the like coffee, like the
Like the-
sleeves.
yeah,
I
we
was
were-
pulling those apart in the streets. I was like, this is weird, but
Yes.
it worked. I was like,
It was well worth
And
it.
it was so cool to watch Shelby do this though, because I am not good at that type of stuff.
Mm.
So I praised her for it, because I feel like if I ever need a memory, I could just ask Shelby.
you just asked me, like, I literally.
What did we
saw-
do on
Yeah,
April
like,
12th?
you have
I
every
have
day.
everything. And my stepbrother's studying abroad right now, and he was like, where'd you go? And I was like, let me
Let me
look.
tell you.
And then I'll tell you everywhere we went.
I'm not good at that stuff, and I wish I was, though. Like, watching you do that, I was like, I should, but, like, I'm not good at taking photos. Shelby was also the greatest person to make sure we had photos
Yeah.
and stuff, which I
Like, especially
really appreciate.
the candid ones.
Yes,
Thank
and
you,
stuff.
guys.
Like, you...
I'm trained.
Yes, literally. Go travel with Shelby. That's actually, that's my...
That's your 1 cent.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep a journal because
Yes. You'll want those memories.
I looked back at it last week and I was like,
Oh my gosh, does
this
it make
is
you
so
sad?
good.
You forget a lot
No,
more
it
than
makes
you
me
think
so
you do.
happy.
Okay, because I was like,
I'm like, we did that.
I just
I look at photos sometimes.
we did that, you know?
Yeah, but like you have in-depth things with like what we did that day, which I think is really cool.
I do.
And like
Every
how maybe
day.
you were feeling, or like
Yes.
And photos can only carry so much, where a
Yeah.
journal can carry a little bit more. So
Yeah, I wrote a lot.
I didn't journal though. I'm just
I'll just
But-
make you a copy sometime.
yeah, it'd be like
No.
yeah.
My
so-
journal
I'll make
was
a digital.
just
Oh, I did
photos.
have a digital version too.
Oh, you had your
I made a
blog.
website, yeah, for my family.
Oh, right.
to
Did
keep
you
track of.
like finish that?
I mean, no.
You're like
I
no.
don't know if No, I think I did.
You added to it quite a bit though.
I think I did actually. Okay.
yes. I
Any
love it.
final things you guys want to say?
No, just that everyone should go
Yeah,
rad.
Just do it.
Agreed.
It was so fun.
was
I
the
wouldn't
best
want to do
time
it with
ever.
anyone else though. Like this
I
is
know.
good.
We had a good group.
We did.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
Well, that wraps it up.
Woo!
We're done.
Thanks for having us.
Episode
Yes, thank you.
Steady abroad.